Welcome guys, an episode of TREACHERY. So I went through my first week of college, kinda, because I technically count my first week of college to be like my first class of college. So technically I already went through all of that, and it was eventful time. I would say an absolute disaster. You know, my first week of college was not a good experience. I was heavily traumatized by the fact the amount of system bugs, the classes that were not attended. And also, like, for some apparent reason, during the holidays, the system didn't recognize the fact that it was the holidays and college was closed. And I got an absent, but it was fixed. That was good. It made me really worried because I thought, like, everybody went to class except for me. And I missed out, like, on one day of class. And I'm like, no! But it's apparently, like, some sort of visual bug or some shit. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna look into it. I'm not a person who codes. I'm not. I'm just a random man who makes videos on in his bedroom, and that man went flying. Talking about system errors, there was one system error that I kind of forgot that was in the class, which I think I mentioned, but I'm not really certain that I did. And I don't really like this. This wave is boring. I'm gonna go to a more difficult wave. You know, let's go to wave 30. Anyhow, so basically, like, there was like this one specific class I just did not attend by like pure accident because of the system bug, which had to replace on Friday, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't record. A minor correction: I did upload on Friday because I somehow forgot I uploaded on Friday because I am a casual. I know. Back to the video, and it's mainly because like Friday I was really busy, and like that day was really weird, like really freaking weird. Like Thursday, it was a normal like day, you know, it was like a normal day for good old Ichi, and then like Friday, everything was weird. Everybody was disappearing. My teacher just disappeared for no apparent reason. Apparently, I think he might have accidentally had a replacement class, but then he kind of forgot, and then he replaced his class on the same day after the other class, which was really awkward because, you know, I gotta come home at like 7 o'clock, which was really inconvenient because I really wanted to make a video, and so like I was like tired, and so like I did make the video, but like I kind of rushed it because, you know, I kind of, you know, came back home late and I was extremely tired. But I was fine. I think I did make a video. I kind of forgot. My memory is pretty hazy. I have pretty terrible memory at times. If I did record a video, my bad. And there's a ferryman catching up to me. Wait a minute. Anyhow, so back on topic, which was like Friday. Like the class was contemporary arts, which is going fine so far. You know, it's just going fine. It's kind of okay. You know, pretty easy. But like, you know, the other classes are gonna get more difficult, similar with this class, and like that was the most eventful like first impression of every single class. You know, like it was really a weird situation, and everyone's dead. Amazing. And another bad thing is that my first week of college, my kind of second half of the week, I had to do group projects, which is one, heavily inconvenient, and two, really weird and really awkward. And I think I have a replacement class like next week, I believe. And it's not that the weirdest thing because, you know, we got like a holiday thing, so it made sense. But like my first group project, group team up was really weird, and it ended in an absolute disaster, which actually was the main reason why I created this video, because like that whole entire situation was just entirely hilarious. It led to so much shenanigans. I just want to talk about it. You know, it's just stupidly dumb. Like this whole that whole entire situation, like, was just really idiotic. It was like basically I didn't get a group at first, and then I did, which was, you know, kind of neat. You know, I kind of trusted my group, and then they said, oh, I'll create a group using a number and stuff, and so like, cool, you're not gonna wait. I waited for like a few days, and it didn't come, which I did get a bit frustrated and did complain a bit. But then here came the revelation news that broke my spirit. That was the fact that they took the class already. and it was the fact that there was a system error for some apparent reason. I just don't understand why there's so much system errors in like the first week of college. Like guys, come on, like it's not really that hard to not fuck up like one specific thing. But to be fair, I don't want to blame entirely on my college. Maybe it's just like a one-time thing, you know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But like, hopefully these do get fixed, because these are major issues. But like, still, it was mildly inconvenient. But to be fair, the reason why I'm not like being angry at them for not informing me, but like, it's because they did tell the teacher. It was supposed to be like a minor surprise for me at the time, but then I created a group and they told me the news, and I was like, bruh. I was so distraught. I was like, no. And I asked them, did you actually tell the teacher? And I said, yeah, they did. We did. And then we already went through the procedures, so you should be going to another group, which was cool. But I had to ask the teacher as well, because, you know, had to make sure she knew. But and then she said, yeah, I know, we're gonna talk about like how we're gonna go through this entire group thing. And I'll be exact, this whole situation was entirely funny to a point that I wanted to make this video. And then I also told like my entire college classmates. And I told, like, I think not everybody in college, but like my entire friend and one of my friends who dropped out. I'm not gonna go into detail, that's very personal, you know. You know, I don't want to. Oh, you know, she dropped out, they dropped out, okay, I'm dying. And also, I'm gonna ignore that, not even close. And also, oh, free health, Ichi never dies. And also, yeah, the whole situation, I told them to everybody, and now I'm telling you to you guys. Now, this entirety of China now knows that I have been bamboozled by my college, by this absolute disaster that could have been avoided by some absolute shenanigans. I don't know what to say. My English cannot. Also, my English has to do English. We had to do a project, which we had to act, which is really weird. And also, like, I forgot to mention this. The class that like exceptionally screwed me over was like integrity and anti-corruption, which is a you know, a really funny thing, because the whole entire system is corrupt. And this whole entire system is against me specifically, and now I am entitled to sue the college. I am joking. Don't take this too personally. Don't take me to court. I do not have lawyers. I am not legally allowed to like sue people. That's actually defamation. If I were to say that, like, don't sue me. If you read this, college, don't do that. I don't want you to do that. I'm already poor as is. I'm not really that poor, but like still. But the rest of the week of college was fine. It was neat and tidy. Although I do have to do group projects and other stuff. And like for some of the classes, like the digital painter, illustration technique, it was fine. It was still the same old, except a bit more difficult. And double kill, amazing. And also, yeah, my first week of college was an absolute disaster. But still, there's still like some upsides, you know, here and there. But like at the same time, I'm kind of like a bit disappointed in my college, because like, what do you mean that you like messed up this specific spot and now I have to deal with the consequences? But like still, they did kind of give us like at least compensation, not like in money, but like in time. Anyhow, I got really nothing else to say, but like I could say like the assignments, but at the same time the assignments are not really rolling in that badly currently. If I just manage my time schedule. Oh, my time management. Yes, I can speak English finally. I could do fine, but like this I still have to do like an English project, which is like a drama thing. I gotta do a PSA video again, which is really weird and really dumb. I don't really like PSA videos, but at the same time, we gotta do it. It's college. We still gotta do it. I still do my best, because you know I gotta get the A's. Okay, I can't afford to get B's anymore, man. Semester 1 was an absolute mess in general. Like I kept on fucking up so much shit to a point. I think I'm still traumatized to this day. Like I'm still traumatized. I'm not sure how. It's like I have PTSD. I'm like a war veteran after semester 1. Which is basically this semester, because semester 4 is year 2 semester 1. So this is gonna be like my most chillest year 2 sem ever, so I'm kind of screwed in my later sems. And like from what I've heard, Sem 8 and probably Sem 7 as well, is gonna be a more project oriented. Yes, I can speak English fine. Oh my god, okay. So like it's gonna be more project oriented. So you might not hear from me that often because I gotta do projects, I gotta do everything, which I do apologize with. But you don't have to worry about that. That comes in like probably like a year by now, which probably won't happen in a while. And I also like it's gonna have like, okay, why is this not set on fire? Anyhow, so yeah, it's not gonna happen in a while, so I should be fine for now. But yeah, if I don't upload in the like next 7 weeks, you will know why. I have like projects to do. Like I think there's more projects this time. I think each class has a project. Yeah, every class has a project now, I think. Yeah, which is not a terrible thing, you know. It's not a terrible thing to have every class to have, you know, a project. It's not a bad thing. It's a kind of good thing, you know. Alright, gotta end this video here because 1, my throat is currently dying, and 2, I got literally nothing else to say. The whole entire point of the video was to just call out the system bugs and everything. But anyhow, so I guess that's really about it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry for not uploading in a while. It has been a pretty busy week. Not too busy, but a bit busy. I got pretty lazy, you know. I got needed some rest. But anyhow, so if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.